And now we're going to take a look at a story that kind of illustrates this point of how to create this cultural current that we've been talking about. So let's take a trip to the Outlaw Platoon, which was deployed in Afghanistan, and it was led by Sean Parnell. And he was the leader of this platoon that was one day pinned down by a marauding group of Taliban that had come down and had them pinned down under heavy fire. They were outnumbered, outgunned, and they were running low on ammunition. And they were in a perilous situation. They could have died at any point in time. And then Sean Parnell, who never led from behind, sent his guys out to do something that he wouldn't do himself. He saw an opening. There was a reloading of the heavy machine gun that had them pinned down. And so he ran out himself, yelling and screaming with his rifle as he charged the wall. And he got to the wall without getting shot. And then he himself lobbed a hand grenade over the wall and silenced the gun. And then he jumped over the wall and there was shooting, and the whole platoon went to help him out, to help save him from the Taliban that were over on the other side of that wall. And when they got there, many of the Taliban had already been eliminated. So we all followed him behind that wall, and we went and helped him clear out that compound. But we didn't find him till he was way in the back of that compound with his smoking gun and his rifle. And he said, "Okay, boys, it's time to go home." And that's why Sean Parnell was the glue of this entire platoon. In fact, they called themselves a brotherhood, not just a platoon, because what Sean did was he made sure that everyone felt valued. He didn't do anything that he wouldn't do himself. He didn't risk the lives of his men. He risked his own life. And everyone knew and everyone felt that he was there for them. And that created a current of valuing and of purpose within that organization, within this little team, that held them together and made them into really an unstoppable force in Afghanistan. So it's a similar pattern, not as dramatic as us. We don't have to assault an enemy, but we have to work together. We have to have leaders that we trust and that hold us together with valuing, so that everyone on that team, on your team, feels valued. And it's a reciprocal energy of, as Sean made them feel valuable, they made him feel valuable. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we enter into the next segment about the science behind the culture current.